Imagine being cast into the raging maw of the ocean, only to find yourself swallowed whole by a colossal beast. For 3 harrowing days, you exist in unimaginable darkness, adrift within the belly of a whale. This isn't just a fantastical dream or a chilling nightmare. It's an ancient story woven into the very fabric of human history and belief. A tale of impossible survival, divine intervention, and the profound mystery of the deep sea. Tonight, we delve into the legendary narrative of a shipwrecked soul who faced the ultimate test of faith and endurance, emerging from the most improbable of prisons. For millennia, the sea has been a source of both life and profound terror. Ancient mariners, navigating fragile vessels across vast, uncharted waters, lived in constant dread of its unpredictable wrath. Beyond the storms and treacherous currents lurked something far more primal. The leviathans, colossal creatures of the deep, whispered about in every port. These were not mere animals, but mythical beasts capable of swallowing ships whole, their very existence a testament to the ocean's untamed power and its hidden, monstrous inhabitants. Our story centers on Jonah, a reluctant prophet from ancient Israel, tasked by a divine voice with a daunting mission, to warn the wicked city of Nineveh. But Jonah, consumed by fear or perhaps prejudice, chose a different path. He fled, boarding a ship bound for Tarshish, heading in the opposite direction, attempting to escape his fate and defy the very will he was meant to uphold. His desperate voyage across the Mediterranean was an act of defiance, unwittingly setting in motion a chain of extraordinary events. No sooner had Jonah set sail than the heavens themselves seemed to turn against them. A furious tempest erupted, the sea churning into a maelstrom of colossal waves. The ancient wooden vessel, once sturdy, became a mere plaything for the raging elements. The terrified crew, seasoned sailors, battled desperately against the onslaught, throwing cargo overboard in a futile attempt to lighten their burden. Yet, the storm only intensified, an unnatural fury that hinted at something more than just bad weather. Convinced that the storm was a divine judgment, the crew cast lots, a common ancient practice to uncover the source of misfortune. The lot fell to Jonah. Under immense pressure, he confessed his disobedience, revealing his flight from his God. In a desperate plea to save themselves, the crew, though reluctant, honored Jonah's request to cast him into the churning waters. They believed only this ultimate sacrifice could appease the vengeful deity responsible for their peril. As Jonah plunged into the tumultuous depths, an even more astonishing event unfolded. From the abyss, a colossal marine creature emerged. Not a typical fish, but a leviathan, a great fish as described in ancient texts. With a gaping maw, it swallowed Jonah whole. The instant Jonah disappeared into its monstrous gullet, the storm miraculously abated, the sea calming as quickly as it had erupted. The crew, stunned, witnessed an event that defied all natural laws, a chilling display of otherworldly power. Imagine the unimaginable, within the colossal belly of a living creature. The darkness was absolute, punctuated only by the rhythmic sloshing of digestive fluids and the muffled sounds of the deep ocean. The air, thick and rank, was barely breathable. Jonah was in a biological prison, a suffocating, terrifying purgatory where the line between life and death blurred. This was a place no human being was ever meant to survive, a testament to the sheer desperation and terror of his ordeal. For 3 agonizing days and 3 nights, Jonah endured this living hell. Time lost all meaning in the oppressive darkness. Every moment was a battle against despair, fear, and the encroaching reality of his impossible predicament. Yet, within that dire confinement, a transformation began. Stripped of all earthly comforts, Jonah turned inward, pouring out his heart in desperate prayer. It was a plea for mercy, repentance, and a profound realization of his own vulnerability and the omnipotence of the power he had defied. On the 3rd day, as mysteriously as he had been swallowed, Jonah was delivered. The great fish, responding to a divine command, approached the shore. With a powerful spasm, it vomited Jonah out onto dry land. Weak, disoriented, and covered in the grimy remnants of his incredible prison, he lay gasping on the sand. The ordeal was over, a miraculous escape from a fate that should have been sealed. The very creature that had confined him now granted his freedom, an epic act of supernatural intervention. Jonah's ordeal transformed him. Once a defiant runaway, he now accepted his mission with unwavering resolve. He traveled to Nineveh, delivering the warning he had initially resisted. The city, remarkably, heeded his words, leading to widespread repentance. The tale of Jonah became more than just a survival story. It was a powerful narrative of second chances, the consequences of disobedience, and the boundless reach of compassion. It underscored a timeless message. No one, not even a prophet, can outrun their destiny or escape accountability. The story of Jonah is not unique in its theme of being swallowed by a monster and returning. Similar motifs appear across various ancient mythologies. From Hercules being swallowed by a sea monster to Polynesian legends of heroes surviving within fish, the human fascination with such impossible encounters is profound. These tales speak to a universal human experience, facing overwhelming odds, confronting one's own mortality, and emerging changed. They reflect humanity's struggle against nature and the search for meaning in the face of the incomprehensible. Scientifically, the survival of a human inside a whale for 3 days is virtually impossible. A whale's esophagus is too small, its digestive acids too potent. Yet, the enduring power of the Jonah narrative transcends mere biological feasibility. It's a story that speaks to the power of belief, the magnitude of the unknown, and humanity's perennial struggle with forces far greater than ourselves. It remains a testament to the imaginative richness of ancient minds and the enduring human spirit to tell tales of incredible, life-altering encounters. The tale of the prophet Jonah, swallowed by a great fish and surviving for 3 days, remains one of the most incredible and enduring stories from antiquity. Whether interpreted as literal history, spiritual allegory, or a profound ancient legend, it continues to captivate. It reminds us of the humbling power of the natural world, the unyielding resilience of the human spirit, and the timeless mystery of ancient beliefs. In a world increasingly explored, such stories offer a window into a time when the boundaries between the real and the miraculous were fluid, and the ocean held secrets far deeper than we could ever imagine.